Howdy, friends. Welcome into another episode of the 5 Minute Music Series. Today, our special guest is Cody Joe Hodges from Nashville, Tennessee. Now, you told me one time about your service in the military, and I think this is real important because to me, it kind of tells me where you come from. And tell us about when you were in the Army.
After I graduated A&M, I went off to Nashville, and I stayed there for a little bit. This was back in 2006, and ended up moving back home, joined the Army, and they sent me to a few places. I didn't go in to sing, but I ended up being a performer for the Army's vocal group, Harmony in Motion, and some of the most talented people I've ever had a chance to work with. The music director of the group had his doctorates from Juilliard in physics and music, so he knew what he was doing.
Well, how did they discover you, though?
Oh man, good question. I was on first week I was at my duty station in Fort Carson, Colorado. It's next to Colorado Springs. Right. Went out to Cowboys downtown, and that's a local country bar, because that's the kind of guy I am. I like to go to country bars. I think all of them are different, and all of them have the same kind of folks in there. People that like country music, and
sure.
and I'm a country music kind of guy. But we were down there and ended up playing music with a homeless man on a street corner. Playing I don't remember what song we were even playing, but next thing I know, there was a guy coming out of the crowd, asked me if I wanted to sing for the Army. He noticed my haircut, and I told him, man, I said, that'd be great, but I'm fixing to be shipped out to the sandbox, man. So it's not going to happen for me. So anyways, he gave me his business card and told me if I rethink it, just give him a call. And I did. I gave him a call, and next thing I know, I had an audition lined up.
Wow.
I sang the Star Spangled Banner, and I sang the first song I ever wrote. It's called Daddy's Dream.
Right.
And real family oriented song. Made the audition. I messed up on the national anthem just because I haven't done it in a while, and about halfway through, and instead of just keep going, I stopped and corrected the note, and then I kept going, and he said that's the reason I got hired, is because I took time to stop and correct that note right there, and he said that's the kind of people we're looking for. Yeah, I didn't expect to do that. It was something that was a total God bless, and I believe my mom had a little bit of prayers going up, and but it took me to all kind of places I never would have thought I'd be. Man, it's I played everywhere from small private events to even getting to play at the Texas Motor Speedway up there in Denton. So that was really cool.
Well, now you're in Nashville, Tennessee, and working on your country music. I know you've been playing around here, and we're going to list the upcoming dates that you've got coming up soon. But you got a brand new album coming out. Tell me about that. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't released anything in the last couple of years, and so these songs have been kind of brewing. We had a lot to pick from, and so we picked about 20 of the best, and so that's what we're going to record, and then y'all going to hear 12 of the best of that. Right. So like I said, I moved up to Nashville about 2 years ago, and it's been a crazy journey, everything that's been going on. But I was working downtown, playing music 5 to 7 days a week, and I didn't really find that I had time to do a lot of whole writing and recording.
Sure.
And so basically when all this happened, I just took a break, kind of like George Strait taking a walk. Yeah, we're working with some of the Mark Chestnut's band, and his rhythm section's got a studio here in Nashville, and I've connected with those folks through Kelly Kenning. Kelly Kenning gave me a word. I just asked him, man, where would you go cut your next album if you was going to cut an album? So he said, I'd do it with those folks. And by golly, hey, Kelly's a good guy and he knows what he's doing, So I took his advice. I gave him a call, and next thing you know, I'm going over there this week, and we're going to be in there for about another week or two. And I didn't start out to be very good at any of this, Wayne, but I keep trying to get better over the years, and I believe with each album and each release, I've grown a little bit, and I'm able to hopefully show you guys what I can do next. When I first moved to Nashville, I landed on the doorstep of a fellow by the name of Jay Andrews, and Jay played steel guitar for Johnny Paycheck for about 7 or 8 years before Johnny passed away. I landed on his doorstep, and he gave me a place to stay up there, and the rent was low, and I said, man alive, thank you, but that was like 15 years ago, and so now when I came back to town, it's like I had a friend, because we built the relationship up, and he's agreed to come play on the album, and it's just he's more than just a music player to me. He's my friend, and so that's that's a pretty cool thing right there. And that's one thing that I haven't really had the chance to do before in previous albums, is that I didn't really know anybody, so
sure.
So I just had on the album whoever the producer for the album thought would be great on the album. I'm getting to the point where I kind of want to put some of my friends on the album, and people that have worked, that I know have worked hard, to just to hone their craft of music, and I believe I've carefully handpicked everybody on this next album that I believe is going to do me a good job, and it's going to be a great representation of the sound I'm looking for.
Coming up in the next few days, you've got a show in Nashville on November 14th at the Nashville Palace. November 20th, you're going to be in Caldwell, and
at the Funky Junkie there.
At the Funky Junkie.
Downtown, baby.
November 25th, you're going to be at Southern's in College Station.
And that's another cool place, man. If y'all haven't checked that place out, y'all need to go check it out. They have live, some of the best live acts, in the state of Texas are coming through that place. So y'all go check it out.
November 28th, you're going to be in Deanville, and I had to ask where Deanville was, so I may not be the only person who doesn't know. Where's Deanville? No,
Deanville is about 7 miles west of Caldwell, Texas. My mom's side of the family comes from Deanville, Texas, and so I know that area pretty well. So the new album's going to have 12 new tracks plus 3 older tracks. It's going to have, and this is going to be the kicker, and I hope this is what might help sell the album, but it's going to have Roll That Way, which is my single that never made an album. It's going to have House of the Rising Sun,
right?
Which is another one that is a special song, and then it's going to have God, Family, and Country. So those are 3 songs that we've released in the last 3 or 4 years, and I don't know. So it's going to be a great album, though.
Well, with the elections being over, and we talked a little bit before we started the video, but I think God, Family, and Country is going to show kind of what this country needs to get back together. Here's Cody Joe Hodges and God, Family, and Country.
I can still remember the smell of Grandma's homemade pie, and Grandpa telling stories as the sun went down. It was back in '44, just before they won that war. And times were tough, but they stood their ground. They found strength in God, family, and country. They found strength in God, family and country. I know where I was when the world stopped turning. Time stood still as we bowed our heads to pray. It hit home for us all when we saw those towers fall. We were sure to stand with our hand on our heart that day. And we came together, God, family, and country. We came together, God, family, and country. United we stand, divided we fall. It's more than this land that connects us all. Let's get back to the basics, from the very start to the soul of this nation. America's heart is God, family, and country. God, family, and country. Came together, God, family, and country. We can still come together, God, family, and country.
So it's Cody Joe Hodges and God, Family, and Country.
Yeah, we released that song, God, Family, and Country, in 2018. But we didn't really push it on a chart. We didn't really do any of that kind of stuff with it. We just released the song, and just because I feel that it's a great song, and you know, America needs more stuff that's going to bring us together. My wife Jamie was a co-writer on it. We had a buddy of ours here in Nashville from Pennsylvania, Alex Maxwell was a writer on that. Then we had another buddy of ours that lives near Nashville. He moved to Georgia now, but he's from Kentucky. His name is David Everett Johnson.
Right.
It was 4 writers on that song.
You know, a lot of times it's the feeling in your heart and the way you can express your music that comes through to the fan.
I've got a great woman behind me, and that's something that a lot of folks don't have, you know. And so I've already had to drive. In fact, she's got to pull me back a lot of times, you know. So, but I do have to drive to keep going, and every once in a while she'll have to give me a little bump and say, "Come on, let's go," you know. But yeah, I do believe we're working at God's speed, and I don't know how fast I'm supposed to be working. You know, right. It's not really something that you can really gauge as far as, you know, the being in the music business. You got to take one day at a time, and if you're tired, you rest, and if you feel like you need to go work out, you know, like that's, you know, and you know, and we just keep trying to create new music, and hopefully the more you have to pick from, the better your selection at the end is going to be.
Yeah. Well, Cody, I appreciate your time today, and thanks for stopping by the 5-Minute Music Series. We'll put it all together, and I guess we'll see you out on the road sometime. Hopefully November 25th, I might be up there in College Station. You might see me walk in the door. Hey,
that'd be great. I got a pass for you.
All right. I love it when I don't have to pay. Thank you. All right, Cody. You all have a good day, and we'll see you later.
Hey, thank you, Wayne.
You bet.